Hello there! In this video tutorial we will show how to work with Lycia VS Code extension through a browser. First and foremost, we need to install Code Server and Lycia components on a virtual machine or deploy them to the cloud. Let's start with the installation of Lycia components, namely runtime, compiler, application server and web server. The appeared command installs Lycia components for Linux-based systems. You can find it in the annotation of the video as well. While the installation of Lycia components is performing, let's install Code Server. In our case, we will use the script for the installation, but also Code Server can be installed manually on one of the operating systems. Corresponding manuals, as well as the command for running the installation script, will be in the video annotation. So let's copy the installation command and go back to the virtual machine. As you can see, all Lycia components have been installed successfully. And now we can perform the command for Code Server installation. The installation process may take some time. We will skip it. Once the installation is completed, let's run Code Server. The Code Server is active and running. Now we should make some edits to the configuration file. Here you can specify the IP address, enable or disable password authentication, and change password. Also, you can enable or disable self-signed certificate transfer option. After the edits have been made, save and close the config file and restart the Code Server. So let's try to access the Code Server locally using the browser. As you can see, the Code Server is available and ready for the connection. But we need to configure it in such a way as to establish the connection from the outside. For this purpose, we need to specify the IP address of the remote host where the Code Server is running. Also, we need to specify the same port that will be opened on the Code Server. The command that opens a port will be in the annotation to the video. After all the mentioned is done, you should restart the Code Server. Now let's try to access the Code Server from the outside. As you can see, we have connected successfully. For demonstration, we will create a new workspace and clone some project there. Also, we prepared the installation file of Lycia VS Code extension to be installed on our Code Server. Workspace and Lycia VS Code extension have been successfully added, and now let's clone the project. Next, we need to edit settings.json file of Lycia extension and specify the default web server and the path to Lycia Studio. And finally, let's build and deploy the project and run it as a web application. As you can see, everything works seamlessly. Thanks for watching and have a great day!